Okay, now let's come to display network. What is display network? Campaigns or ads which can be shown on third-party websites. Am I right? So how are they shown? Let's see that. What settings you choose. On search network, it's mainly about keywords. Am I right? You select the keywords. If those keywords are matching with the search term used by end users, your ads have chances to serve. Correct? This is the logic of search network. Am I right? So in search network, keyword is one of the biggest thing apart from audience. You remember you were trying to add audience also when you made campaigns, like in market search audience and people looking for certain products. So it's purely on Google search network. Cool. Now display network. Let's see what it is. New campaign. Yes, we all do that. New campaign. So now what do I select over here? So all the goals, right? What do we select over here? Any idea? Okay, brand awareness. So what you will do is you have brand awareness, same like search network. What different goals? Let's go with a campaign without a goals guidance so that we can see all the options. If you go with brand awareness, few bid options may not be seen because brand awareness means you want more and more brand. So technically, it will go and bid call cost per thousand impressions. Remember, there's a bid called CPM. So in display network, you have an option to build on impressions. So for brand awareness, it will by default do that. Let's go with let's go with without guidance so that I can see all the options. Display network. Let's select standard display network. You see over here Gmail campaign. What Gmail campaign, right? If you can see my screen, uh, over here at the top right corner, you see this ad over here from Kalyan Matrimony looking for Telugu brides and grooms trust. Everybody sees this ad over here. This is your Gmail display network or Gmail sponsored ads. We all see this ad. Nowadays, we all seeing that. This is coming from your Gmail sponsored ads. Cool. So now let's go with standard display so that we can know a lot of things. Uh, Let me not give a URL. Let's go to continue. One minute while it loads. Okay, let's give a name. Training Board Infinity. Uh, April 3rd. Remember location setting? We did this for even for search network, right? Location. If I want to exclude something, how do I exclude? If I want to exclude something, what do I do? Enter some other location, right? So let's say India. I target and I want to exclude, let's say, uh, Karnataka, whatever, any state. So now my ad will show across India except that state called Karnataka. On the right hand side, you see you see an option, estimated impressions is showing 10 billion impressions because of the settings I'm choosing. Right? That's a big number. Now, all this is good. Language is English. What do you want to focus on? Let's say I want to focus on viewable impressions. Right? What do you mean by viewable impressions? Viewable impression means the ad should be seen. Let's say Times of India. Sometimes, do you see a website is huge and the ad is at the very bottom of the page, right? Now, if I scroll down, then I would see some ad technically. See, if I just stay on this page, no ads are coming. If I scroll down, oh, no ads. Oh, there's some ad. No, there's no ad. Sometimes you see ads on this Times of India page also. It's still loading. Let it load completely. So let's say the ad is at the bottom of the page. You have not seen it. See, this ad is coming now. Try now. So it took almost 3-4 minutes to load. So viewable CPM means at least 20% of the ad should be visible for at least, at least 1 second. Only then you will be charged for the impression. Viewable CPM is at least 20% of the ad should be viewed for at least 1 second. Otherwise, you will be not charged for that ad. Correct? This is the chat. Okay. So let's go back to my account. Let's close this. This page is very, very, very slow. So let's say my goal is impression. Correct? Now pay for viewable impressions. See, it's coming automatically. Campaigns will use CPM bid strategy. What is CPM? We were not seeing the CPM bid in search network. CPM as an option is available only and only for display network campaigns. Okay, so you have to ensure that if your goal is brand awareness, ideally you should use target viewable cost per 1,000 impressions. That's more viable. Let's go down. What's your budget per day? Simple, same day search network. Let's say $5. Some more settings. Let's go over here. See ad schedule. Someone was saying, right, what if I want to addition, most ads will show better. All day would be if I want to show all the days, or I want to show only on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Start date of the campaign, end date. Now this is important. Show on all devices. Let's say my ad is only mobile friendly. I do not want to show it on desktop. Pretty much possible, right? That I want to show it only on mobile phones. So I click on this, and this is a beauty which Facebook has not copied. Facebook has also copied this, right? Computer, tablets. Remember when we did social media marketing, we saw this in SMM also when we're doing Facebook marketing, something which they have copied from Google. Okay, now let me go to one more page. Okay, all operating systems, only Android, let's say iPhones. In Android, what OS? You want some minimum OS like version, let's say 4.1 to current version. iOS, I don't want to show it on old iOS, let's say version 8 or version 9 to current. Done. Now, what devices I want to show my ads on? In Android, I want to show my ads, let's say only on, uh, let's say Oppo, KLMNO. Okay, OnePlus. In OnePlus, which phones? Let's say OnePlus latest phones, OnePlus 7, 60, 66, all these OnePlus phones. So those ads which shown only on these phones. I want to show it on Oppo. Let's say Oppo all brands, example. Let's go scroll down more, and let's say I want to show it on Xiaomi phones. Let's say all of Xiaomi phones. Cool, done. Now I have not selected iPhones. Let me go back. Right now, I'll go to iOS. All of Apple phones. I don't want to make anything. Done. Okay. Networks. Now, what kind of networks? See, Wi-Fi. And let's say I want to show my ads only on Airtel and Geo. For example, Airtel, Reliance Geo, and Vodafone. Example, done. Look at my impressions from 10 billion. They've got to 510 million. Right? It keep on varying. Again, 10 billion. 9.4 million large update. So because I'm using more and more frequency capping. Now, what is frequency capping? Is how many times should the same ad from the same campaign be shown to the same customer? That's what we call over here frequency capping. How many times should I show the same ad to the same customer? So I set a limit. Let's say limit impressions from the whole campaign, not more than 3 impressions per day for this specific customer, because that may not be of much use. Correct? Let's not go to data generations. Okay, now this is all done. Cool. Now ad group name. Ad group name would be, let's say, board infinity, new admission, test. What kind of audience I want to target? I want to target people who are looking for digital marketing, okay, as a subject. Search. People looking for digital marketing services, yes. Courses, yes. Online marketing, yes. I'm an agency also, looking for digital marketing companies, looking for tools of marketing analytics, content marketing tool, social media marketing strategy, business and business technology, SEO and SEM services. So this is what I will do if I am an agency and a training institute. Business services, all this as of now. Okay. And then if I am not sure, I go over here. This is my target audience whom I want to target. Same like search network, but over here, can Google know a people's interest based on their browsing history? You don't see view. Farid Khan, what type of campaign, whatever goal you selected? Oh, smart. Okay. When you do smart, right, everything is automatic because you're telling Google, you take your own choice because of your smartness, right? That's why I told you to use standard so that you can see all the options. But can Google know all people's browsing history? So they go and choose that for this. You see, what kind of people you want to target? People uh, who are parents of, let's say, above this because they would want to enroll the kid for good institutes. This one, education people who are education is not opening because no data is there. Yeah, education is not opening education for some reason because they are not able to find the data. Okay, cool. So I can select this. And then demographics. What kind of people do I want to target? This is coming down. Demographics. Let's say male, female. I don't want to target people above 34 years of age. Example, right? Household income is not there in India as of now. It's there, but it's not accurate. So even if you choose, it's not of much use to you as of now. Okay. Then comes content targeting. So in search network is all about keywords. Here, what kind of content are people browsing when they're online? I can target based on that also. What kind of content, what kind of interest, that is of big importance over here. Okay. So let me open this. Keywords. This is not for search network. This is keywords which can make a pattern for theming so that people can go ahead and theme this and show ads on relevant website, digital marketing training. So this is my uh, not search keywords, but it will try to find relevant websites where I can show my ads on based on the keywords I select. Are you guys able to get the difference? Why I'm using keywords? Keyword is not for what people are searching. Keyword is to show my ads on relevant website based on this. So yes, I am into marketing training, marketing course fees, internet marketing course, online marketing, digital marketing course, learn digital marketing course. Yes, marketing no, digital marketing media course. So I add a set of keywords to enable theming of appropriate keywords and to ensure that my ads are shown on relevant website without any major challenges. Okay. Now, what kind of content do they browse? Next thing is, okay. So I have added these keywords. Let's me make it done. Now, next would be what kind of content? Keywords and content targeting on topics. People who are reading about digital marketing would be my audience whom I want to target to upskill, not TV commercials. Yeah, direct mail marketing, email marketing, e-commerce services, maybe consulting services, search engine marketing and optimization, sales and marketing jobs. People looking for this kind of thing, show them my ads more often, right? See topics. What are people browsing? Next thing would be placements. Websites I can choose. So I can choose what kind of websites will my ads be shown on. Let's go, right? And I'll type over here digital marketing. So this is called placements. Third party websites where your ads can be shown. Perfect for it if you can see all the options. See, I should show my ads on marketingmind.com, marketantiven.com, schoolforseo.com, windowdetail.com. So people who are coming on these websites will have high likelihood or high chances of enrolling for a course or giving me business if I am an agency or a training institute. Fine, makes sense. So I can choose on what type of websites I want to show my ads on. That's called placements. Apart from that, let's say I go and make it done and the multiple placements, right? So this is what I've selected. Now after websites, let me go to YouTube channels. What kind of channels are good for me? See, digital marketing, Bangla tutorial, no. Ankur Agarwal, I'm not sure. Denny, this guy is good, so let us go there. Online digital marketing training, Ranji digital marketing effort. All these people are good in their thing. Apps, what kind of apps I want to show my ads on? Learn SEO, learn digital marketing courses. This is how why they make apps. So the ads can be shown and they make money out of that. So now my ads will be shown on this website. There's apps, there's videos. Okay. Now bid. So I'm bidding as automated CPM for this ad group. How much I want to bid for every 1,000 impressions? Let's say I said 10 rupees. Cool. Now I want to make an ad. We all know how to make a text ad. Now let's make a responsive display ad. Don't use upload display ads, because most of the time the image will not be approved what you are doing, unless you are somebody who can do animations and make good images. I would always suggest click on responsive display ad. Right, click on this responsive display ad, new ad. Let it load, 1 minute. Board Infinity. Right, let's copy this website. See, over here they'll ask me to put a URL, right? So based on the URL only, if you have an image, very good. If you don't have an image, they will give you an idea to put the image. Boardinfinity.com. Let me copy this. Cool. Let's say I'm not sure how to do this image. I don't have an idea. I can click on this. See, it will scan my own website and give me images automatically, right? Which can be shown across different websites. Now, do you agree that all websites will have their own rules of showing ads? Can we? Yeah, you can select that, Shivani, but it's not guaranteed to serve on those websites, because what if your bid is not good enough? That website should also accept your bid, should accept your thing, but you can choose the exact websites where you want to show your ads, Shivani. Second thing is, some websites may have their own choices. I mean to say, let me go back and show you one thing. Uh, Image ads, Google ads. Okay. Now what happens is, what I was saying is, some websites may allow ads on the top, some on the right hand side, some in between. Yes, possible, people. So they may have a billboard ad, they may have an ad of leaderboard with different sizes. So don't you think you should have ad types of all the possible sizes so that you can show wherever it's possible? Yes or no? Should you have ad size of all the available options? What do you think? If you do not have ad size of all the available options, then a big challenge. So in responsive display ad, you make one ad and it will automatically change the size as per what is required. Don't you think it's so nice? The headache is gone. You just have to give your website. They will give you the image, and they will also try to show your ads based on the size automatically. They'll only convert the ads and show it automatically on relevant websites. Such a wonderful feature it has, right? And this feature was incorporated just a year back. Just a year back. Cool. Now let me select the logo. So the logo of Board Infinity is this example. Use as logo example, right? Continue. Now let me choose this as an image. Or see, if I'm not able to get good images, let me scan their Facebook page if I can to get some image from their Facebook page. So they have a lot of images on Facebook. Apart from Facebook, see, this is something. Let me scan their LinkedIn page also. And let me remove this as a logo, right? The LinkedIn page is very good actually. Yeah. So I can use this as a logo. No, not looking so great. Okay, let's use this as a logo. Okay. Okay. Continue. And for ads, I can use this. Learn data, or let's fight together coronavirus, or learn machine learning. This I can use as an ad. Still loading guys, 1 minute, okay? Mm. Whenever everything loads, forget it. Or let me use my own images. These are all my own images. Use as image ad. Okay, board infinity looks good. Continue. I can use this also as my image ad. Continue. This also as my image ad. So all these are different images I want to use. Test. Save. Correct? So this is how now I have made images on my website. Till now it's clear, people? Now I have to write some headlines, right? Let me write headlines. I'm looking to build a gate in data science and digital marketing. Okay. I'm just copying because to save time, if I would think and write, it will be a big challenge. So you're saying add two or more, one square one. Okay. This is too long, right? Build a gate career. This is my first headline, right? Where in data science and digital marketing. See, whatever I am entering over here, you see on the right hand side, it's getting changed. Yes, my dear friends, you see, my ads are getting changed with images coming like this. So beautiful, right? This is what we see on our mobile phones, this banner ads. Are you all able to see? Now, do you think it's easy to make image ads, all of you? Let's add one more big headline, something like Board Infinity is your one-stop carrier for this one. Okay, let me add this as well. Right, and I can add few more things. Right, I can add descriptions more if I want to. Now, business name is definitely Board Infinity. Now, see on the right-hand side, my ads just keep changing. Right, this is for the mobile phones. I can go for desktop also. This is how my ads will look on desktop. See, so many sizes. Right now, add to ad group. Or description name is there, no? Enroll. Enroll today to get the best. Okay, now let me save it. Create campaign. My ad, my network, everything is created, and now it will go for a small approval process. 1 minute while it saves it. So it's all saved. Create campaign. It's taking time to load. Why it is not creating? Some error is coming? No. I think it should be created. Okay, value is too long. See, there's an error because of it was not getting saved. There's an error. You see this? It was not getting saved. You got an error over here, correct? So in data sciences or build a career in build a career uh, data or digital marketing institute. Training. Create campaign now. Now it should be saved. Why is it not getting saved? I was taking that time. Yeah. See, now it's getting saved. You see, there will be error. Continue to campaign. Cool. Now my campaign is created. Correct. Let's say I want to see how my ad looks like. Add extensions. Click on ads. Okay. Now over here, I click on this. You see optional preview. Same thing is on Facebook also. Copy this link and open it again on a new page. See, this is how my ads will look like. दिख रहा है आपको? So nice, right? It's looking so beautiful. Though I don't know anything about animations or whatever. I made a spelling mistake. So I have to is showing digitac and not digital. So you should check spellings also before doing anything, because whatever mistakes you make, Google will not check in your image ad. It will show whatever you are making. That's why I made a spelling mistake to show you how you can make spelling mistake which can affect your branding also. And see, this is the desktop. See all different sizes which are there. Cool, easy people. How to make a digital network campaign? Any questions on what to do, what not to do? Okay, it's 7:20 now. I give you all 10 minutes to make one digital network campaign right away, add group, and make one image ad. Can you all do that in 10 minutes? Yes, no, maybe. Correct? So unless you do it, you will not realize what I have done. So can you all do that? Wherever you get stuck, type in. I will guide you what to do. So people can keep typing in. My screen, my eyes is all on the chat window. Can we create pre-ad in? Yeah, you can, Rishikesh. But again, those ads should be as per this policy. So let me give you the policy. Google ads. It should not be more than 150 KB. The pixels should be FPI should be 25 thing. So all these are policies that you will have to follow when you are using any third-party ads. One minute. Yeah, this should be followed. I'm pinging you over here. Rishikesh, this all should be followed. Otherwise, your ads will get disapproved. And most of the time, these are the common reasons for ads to get disapproved. So you can upload your own image. So when you want to make a campaign, right? Let's say I will again make an ad, right? Let me close this. Plus add. You see over here, upload display ads, Rishikesh. You click on that and you can upload your own ad over here, your own image. Right? So you have that option also. Just choose from your whatever you wanted to do from Canvas and upload over here. If it's approved, good. If not approved, your ad will not serve. Perfect. Great. Everybody, you can keep making it, and if you have any questions, you can type in. But I want all of you to just do it once before we proceed with the next topic. Okay, I don't see any questions. Hopefully, all of you are doing it right. So if you don't do it, it's your own loss. But the good thing is, do it right now. So in case you have questions, I'm there to guide you. Okay, let me go back. Targeting expansion, view demographics. Let me go back. Settings. Okay. What was the campaign name? 1 minute. Yes. Settings. Right. So I'll try and explain you that 1 minute. So that once I open that, it'll be easy for me to explain. So below demographics, perfect. So you go to additional settings. Demographics. Okay, targeting expansion, right? So you are giving Google an option, right? It's not opening over here, to automatically go ahead and expand the targeting more than what you have given. So you have given some level of targeting. You're telling Google you can also expand the targeting using your own AI if you want to, if it benefits my business. That's the logic of this targeting expansion. You're telling Google to expand the targeting automatically if it can match your current audience list. Cool. Shivani, got the answer? So this came over here when you were doing this over here, right? This one. Am I right? So it increase your reach based on the positive targeting. That's it. So what you think Google is, can you go ahead and reach more users based on my audience, how they are reacting, and try to show my ads to similar audience. So this over here, Google will use their AI and try to get you more customers based on your current targeting impression within your current budget. Perfect. Mm-hmm. This is an intermediate preview where it comes, confirm your click can be successful. So I showed you one thing, like preview. So if you preview your own ad, it will not be counted as a click. Why? Because you're doing your preview, right? So why should it be even even judged as a click. That's what it says over here, right? So it basically says that it will not be counted for a click, and then you will not be charged for that. This is what I think you're talking about. Oops, wait a minute. Yeah, when you're doing a preview, it says that. Right, this one. So if you copy this and go to a new website, it will not be a click because you're not doing a click, you're just trying to see your ad. Ah, cool then. Perfect, nice. Okay, done by everybody? Sure, Sudeep, no problem. Sure, Sudeep, sure. Cool. Anybody wants to take a few more minutes? I'm okay to give that as long as it's being helpful for everybody. Yeah, let me wait for 2 more minutes. Then we can start the next topic, which is search engine optimization, SEO. But remember, people, we have done very basics of SEM, right? Because we wanted to cover everything: SEO, SEM, SMM basics. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to say you have to do much more research if you want to learn SEM. It's much more bigger than what we have seen. This is just a base. This is like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. What we have learned, right? You have to learn a lot of things on your own if you want to master. And trust me, if you know Google Ads, you will know other platforms also, because this is the most complicated platform. Trust me on this. This is one of the most complicated platforms of online marketing. Okay, guys, 2 more minutes before I close my window and try new things. Hopefully, there are no more questions coming in from SEM, but I'll still keep my window open 2 more minutes, just in case anybody gets the last minute question. Excuse me. Okay, let's stop, people. Okay, Cool. Any questions from any? Okay, there are 3 more chats. Okay, done. Any question from anybody before I start search engine optimization or SEO? Farid, Suraj, Sonal, Tapas, Shivani, Gitika, Naufal, Rishikesh, Shreyas, Pooja, Hiral, Sonal, Vismit, Shraddha, Jai, Deep. No, right? Okay. So now all of us know the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. Let me play a small YouTube video by Matt, how search works and how. So it's a different independent platform altogether. Though both are Google products, however, SEO and SEM work very, very separately. The entire machine algorithm is different in the backend. So how search works. I'll leave this link on the window also in case you cannot not able to hear this. I'll do a
Professor, are you facing any audio issues?
1 minute, please, 1 minute. Sorry, what happened? I was saying a video, sorry.
All right, no issues, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, one more video before we start into SEO. This video will help you understand the basics. Right? The people who have gone the video, one more video of how Google search works. This is also
I have pinged it in the group chat. Guys, please ping. Don't ping me independently. This is one more video. They'll play right now. I'm so sorry. I just mute everybody. There's a lot of background noise. Okay, so these are two videos of how search works. So now I have a question for all of you. Do you think that you have to be on Google Ads to show your websites on organic search or vice versa? Do you have to have an account with Google Ads to show your account on organic search? Okay, last video, I'll give you both the video links. First video was that. 1 minute. This was the first video, right? 1 minute. So, no, hold on, right? These are video links. So, have you ever thought when you search something, how does Google go and check and give you that information? Did this thought ever come across to your mind or it ever said something to you? Right? So when you search something, Google gives a result. How does Google decide what to show you? Have you ever thought about that? Anybody? Location-based results based on keywords, but keywords are a part of Google Ads. You give keywords over there, right? How can you give keywords for SEO? Let me share my screen now. Yes, kind of keywords, but it's more than keywords, the content that you build with the keywords. So until 2013, what people used to do was, so there is something called a Google crawler, which I'll talk to you about, right? So 1994 was when the first search engine was formed, and the same year when Yahoo was formed. 1996 was the year when Google was formed by Sergey Brin and Larry Page. They actually formed it in their garage, right? So you know this story, right? So they formed it in the garage, and from there they went about. So when you search something on Google, right? Google does not go and check the web. No. What happens is, let me show you a small diagram. So three parties involved over here. You have the moment you search, there is a crawler. Okay? And the crawler will have to go and find websites. Tons of websites are there. This website has stored in an index. Now, guys, I can't see your chat now for next 2 3 minutes. What is index? They are basically small micro database centers located across the globe. Let's call them micro, okay, data base centers. Now, what is this? So Google will make a theme based on content. So keyword one, all the websites will be a keyword, let's say automobile, all websites over here. This is again for all locations, right? So they have this data center at more than 16 plus places as of now. Now, how does this data center come over here, right? So this is the web. So Google keeps crawling the web every day to check for websites, old websites, new websites. So if you are a new website, how will Google know that this new website has come? Google should know, right? It should come to crawl. Great point, Jaideep. Crawler finds the keywords and does it. But before the crawler finds the keyword, it should be stored or saved somewhere in this Google index, right? So crawler should go and check your website. How will you tell Google if there is a new website has come? There's small question, right? Uh, if you make a new website, how will the crawler know the new website has come, and how will it try to index that? Have you ever thought about that? So if you make a new website, correct? Will you use or will you buy a domain name from sites like GoDaddy or some other domain service provider like WP Engine or WordPress? Yes or no? You have to buy a domain name from somewhere? Yes, at least that's what I'm assuming. So the moment you buy a domain name, it's a domain. It is only jobs of the service provider to give you that, right? Guys, 1 minute, okay? Excuse me. 1 minute, let's have some water. First thing is you can give it to domain. Second thing is you have sites like JustDial, you have directories, or can you list yourself in some top domains? So when Google checks this, it's oh, a new site has come. Let me go and crawl this. It crawls and then it will add it to its micro database servers. Is this point clear of how Google does this entire crawling thing? Again, it will check for two things. Basically, your context of your website, and based on that, it will make a theme. Now, your website may have multiple pages. Each page may go to different part. Possible, right? Let's say you are ESPN Star Sports. You're talking about football also. You're talking about cricket also. Talking about basketball also. Each of them will go to a different part. Yes, clear on this? How it happens? What is there? Same thing is there even in the slide. So it first tries to call into a website and find all the data that can be read. So crawlers, they cannot read your website. They only read the source codes, right? That's why you have to have a source code for crawlers to actually understand what your website is all about. Is this point clear? So crawlers cannot read your website. They can only read the source codes. They index all the elements. See, they build a list of words and nodes where they are stored. They build an index on that, encodes the data, and this is how the website is served from its encoding based on the right relevant. Clear of how the scrollers scroll the website and show this is what happens in the backend, and there would be a million websites. How do they decide which sites will come first? Based on some 200 odd factors, which we'll see now, based on which your site will get a page rank, and this page rank will determine if you are coming on the first page or second page. And people, this page rank is independent of your ad rank. Do not think that if you are doing very well in Google Ads, you will do very well in SEO also. They both are completely different. This is a misconception that if I'm doing very well in Google Ads, I will do good in SEO also. No, you may do, but it's not guaranteed. Cool. Now, this is how it happens. See, you are typing something, so that's called a query, search term or query, right? So in SEO, we call it a query or a search term in Google Ads. It goes to Google's web server, right? And let me hide the chat for some time. The chat is blocking the slide, right? So basically, shard happens. So this is how it will do, right? So Google will throw up search results depending on the query, locations, device, search history, reviews, plus host of other factors, which we call them as online and offline optimization, right? So there are three parts of a search engine. You have a crawler, which will crawl the websites, right, and save it in their index or in their servers. You have query engine, which queries and gives the right output, right? So SEO is trying to understand factors to get a higher page rank to serve the user on the first page, to serve your website on the first page whenever the user is searching something. This is what is all about SEO. What can I do to ensure that I come on the first page whenever somebody is searching for a product which is similar to my product, right? And these are the different factors that will influence that. Let me copy this in a slide also. So we call it on-page optimization and off-page optimization. What is on-page optimization? Something which you can do on your website is called on-page optimization, like your website speed, your website content, your URLs, whether it's secured, not secured. And what is off-page? Something you cannot do on your website, like backlinking. Any idea what is backlinking over here? Anybody? Somebody was just asking, right? Backlinking for site link. Backlinking is when you try to show a hyperlink your websites on some third-party websites, sites like Quora. Have you seen people giving some answers on Quora, right? And then they give their own website in a very subtle way. Yes, they give some answer and they say for more information, you can click over here. So from there, they can come to your website. That's called backlinking. You can also do backlinking by paid, which I'm against, but yeah, that's an option. So that's called outreach or concept. So there are two ways of increasing your page rank. One is through on-page optimization, and the other thing is off-page optimization. In on-page, you have a content of your website, right? Like your website quality, the kind of keywords you're using to make your website go really well, right? Freshness. Have you covered all the different verticals available in Google? And then you have the website architecture, how your website is designed, that plays a big role. correct? And then finally, you have your codes like HTML, the title code, meta code, header code. That's on page. In off page, how do you build that trust of backlinking? What are different social links you have, and how do you optimize to ensure that you're visible on all the other factors, right? Cool. So let's go first with online or off page. So why should we do keyword research? First thing, same like Google ad, like classified. Yes, you can say even that is, so ad posting would again be a paid ad, right, Jaideep? So you can say that's backlinking. Yes, Jaideep. So I can do some ad posting through which I can do. That's also kind of backlinking. That will something people will not want you, right? If I want to get paid ads, I will hire a marketer who can do search engine marketing and not a SEO person. The whole idea why we're hiring a SEO person is so that I can get traffic without paying a lot of things, right? That's what people do. They want to get free traffic. That's why they hire SEO experts. Yeah. So why should you do keyword research? First question. Even before you make a content, I'm talking about keyword research. Why should you do keyword research for on-page optimization? Anybody? Just because I'm saying you should do keyword research, you should do that, or why do you think when you start your SEO campaign, search relevancy, how will keyword research help you in search relevancy? Great point, Rishikesh. Right? Keywords to drive traffic. That's for Google Ads, right? Here, anyways, the traffic will not depend on keywords. So, don't you think your content can be made relevant based on the kind of keywords you are using on your website? Absolutely brilliant, Jaideep. So you go ahead and make the keywords because you want to do that, right? So for me, what I will tell you is, even before you go and get into keyword research, what you should do is go ahead and first thing is open an account with Google Search Console. This is so earlier called Google Webmaster Tools. It helps developers, it helps SEO guys to go ahead and check what's working for your website, what's not working. It was earlier called Google Webmaster Tools. Now it's called Google Search Console. You should go ahead and do that. And there is one more link called Google Webmaster blog. Yes, this is a very good blog for webmasters who want to do lot of optimization on their website. Let me also add this over here and also ping on the group chat to everybody. There's one more website apart from this. It's called Google Webmaster SEO Guide. Google Webmaster SEO Guide. Yes, this is a very good guide. It has a lot of question and answers, right? So you can go to each and every topic to understand what works for you, what does not work for you, right? So I would suggest you should go through these two websites to try and understand what really works for SEO. Yeah, I'm pinging you both these links. You can mark it somewhere in your bookmarks. So let's take an example of a company called Decathlon. Okay. So what does Decathlon do? Let's say you are making a SEO plan for Decathlon. First, you have to understand all the different business that is being done by Decathlon. So as per you, what does Decathlon do? Decathlon is into business of sports, if I'm not wrong. Yes, basically Decathlon is for sportswear. equipment, and also you can book and play over there. Am I right? These are three major business of Decathlon, if I have to talk about. Now let's try and make a page for Decathlon's sports equipment. Okay, so let's say different type of sports are tennis, okay, cycling, let's say table tennis. What else can be a sport? Say outdoor activities, and let's say football. Now let's go deeper into football. In football, if I want to have a sports equipment, I can have one for goalkeeper. I can have a different kind of shoes for football, different type of clothes for football, different type of devices for football, correct? Maybe accessories, which is played by football player. Now again in shoes, I may have different type of brands, different types of color. This is size, gender. Again in gender, I may have, let's say, men, women, and kids, probably, correct? And let's say I may have two more business of turfs. Do I want to have a turf or price or whatever? So this is how I'll make keywords, and this is how I will make my website structure. This is called mind mapping technique. So I will make across 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5 keywords in each of this category, and then make relevant content over there. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Yes, and this is important if you want to really grow. Yeah. So how do you make your keywords? This is like one thing of mind mapping, which I have also included over here. So you can do a mind mapping like this, right, on your keywords, and then you will make your website over there. Second thing is you will use tools like Keyword Planner. We all know how to use Keyword Planner tool. They show you in AdWords, so you will put your business over there and try to use the Keyword Planner tool to understand what kind of keywords can be added on your website so that you get good relevant traffic in that specific location. Correct? One more tool that you can think about is called keywordtool.io. I'll show you all these 5 tools, don't worry. Keywordtool.io. It's a very good tool. Let's say my, again, progress, digital marketing training, example, India, English. I click on this. Okay, see, this is how you get your keywords. Search volume, trend, CPC, right? If you give your account, it will give you more. Right, so I can also export this in an Excel sheet. Export to Excel, and I'll give all the keywords over here. Almost similar to Google Keyword Planner tool, but yeah, one more tool you can use to check what keywords are important for you to be added in your website as content because these keywords are trending right now, right? So there are a few keywords which should be a part of your content, right? This is one more tool. The third tool is called SEM Rush, right? So this also has a tool for keyword overview and keyword research. So both these tools are basically there. If you have overviews, if you have a list of keywords, you add over there to see the search volume. See over here, country, again digital. Let's say coronavirus example. Coronavirus. This is the trending keyword now, and let's look for India. See, these are different keywords for India. Now, latest, there's view all 11 keywords, and the volume is also there over there, right in India. Not as much as other countries, but yeah, there is a volume. Then you have a tool called Uber Suggest, which I showed you. Even when you do it adverts, Uber Suggest. So all these are different keywords which you can use to understand what are the different types of keywords that you can use to to understand what are different type of keywords you can use on your website. Correct? Now, apart from these tools, the next thing you can use is right something called forums. So what is forums? Google.com. I'll type over here football plus forums. So I'll get all the important forums of football, correct? Click on this and look at few discussion points over there, which maybe you can add as keywords, something which people are discussing very, very frequently. Possibly that is a keyword that you can probably add in your account, in your content. Something like this, off topic, what topic. So you can check over here on the football plus India forum or football India plus forum. So I would want to know all the different forums of football in India. I can go and check what's happening, what's not happening, and maybe add those keywords. Apart from that, I can go to football Wikipedia. So today I'm just doing keyword research, people. Football Wikipedia, right? I go over here. I go to one category. See, football history, not history, right? Let me scroll down more. Variant of Football Association. I click on this. So from here, I go to different category, right? Stamp football. So I was already knowing all these footballs are there, right? So football, soccer, footy, and footy. Then I see rugby is over here, right? What are different types of football things? Let's say I want to go and check more on this. I click on association football. Right over here, I get all the importance of association. So this is not like an overnight job. You have to spend time to make the content of the website. That's why you have content developers. Most of the content developers use this kind of technique to get relevant content which is there for your website. Make sense? Apart from this, you can use all the tools. Cool. This is how you make a website keyword planning structure. Once you do that, the next thing you will do is Next thing you will do is do something called content cluster. It's called hub or spoke model. Now, what is hub or spoke model? Go back to my PowerPoint. Let me introduce. You see, this is like a tire, and you have something in between, and you have all these spokes, right? What is this? It means there is a centralized engine somewhere over here which guides everything which goes out of this. If this is broken, will your spokes work fine? If the spokes are broken, will your hub work fine? Both of them have to work fine in coordination. If only any one of them is working fine, big challenge for you. Yes, so this is called hub and spoke model, which tells you how your website should ideally be. So this is how your website should be based on a keyword planner, decathlon, football, equipment, shoes, brand, size, and it will be two-way traffic. Right? It's a two-way traffic. It cannot be a one-way traffic. Right? So Google throws up different search results depending on any of the following: your query, location, device, reviews, plus also other factors. And these factors are defined in your on-page and off-page optimization. So you should be visible in all the lists, in your maps, and in the business contest. This is for off-page optimization for sure. Social post, jobs, everything. Right? So this is the difference between paid search and natural search. Okay, so paid search are the ads and natural search are coming organically, right? So what kind of queries or what is on-page optimization? Let's see that, right? So search engine optimization is basically process of getting traffic from the free, organic, editorial, or natural search results. The key factors is, as I told you, the first thing is the content. That's why we spend so much time on building the content to ensure that people are seeing the right things when they come to your website. How was the visitor experience, or how did the visitor feel once they come to your website? Different technique at the website, like the speed, security. Is your website speed good, not good? What can you do to make it better? Backlinks, or what is backlinks? When you're trying to do your linking of a website on third-party website, what is the quality of that website? Let's say if I talk very good about you, what's the point? But if you're staying somewhere and that area's minister says you are an amazing person, then it adds more value. Am I right? Somebody with high authority, better domain authority, better value is talking something good about you. It adds value. If I talk about you, who cares? Right? Who cares? I talk good about you or bad about you. So you should have very, very, very good autocratic linking for ensuring that you are being spoken about with the right set of people. Of course, so this is on-page thing. The first thing that is in your control is the content of the page, right? Your page architecture. Can somebody tell me or guide me what do I mean by page architecture? Anybody? What do I mean by page architecture? The way people will browse on your page, that's called page architecture. Something like this. Let me go to a website, let's say. Can I say this is like a page architecture? Me trying to browse like this, one by one. Yes, can I say this is like architecture, a design of how I can browse on this website? Is this architecture important for me to get a good user experience, or is it not needed? And how does it influence the crawler? Any idea? Do you think a good site architecture is necessary to get a good page rank? Yes, no, yes. So how will the crawler check this? The crawlers cannot read your website. They check your site architecture through through your source code, and that's why you should make, yes, make something in a XML format. It's called extra markup language. If your website is less than 500 pages, you can use XML generator, and this you should tell your developer about this, right? That I need to have an XML generator. You can go over here, copy paste this, and use this. So XML or extra markup language is the language for the crawlers. The crawlers read something called XML language, my dear friends. Okay, so over here you give a website, you start it, and it will try to, scan your page and then get your extra markup language, which will have to incorporate in your source code. Or not in source code, in your root directory, and you can tell your coder to do that.
So that's one factor. Then of course the codes like the title code, the meta tag, right? Tag of H1, H2, which also plays a big role. Cool. The speed of the website and some other factors. What are off-page factors? Relevant links from other websites. So do not. So your product is all about, let's say, baby shampoo, baby care, and you're getting backlinks from uh, sites which talk about money control, business link, not relevant, right? So it should be from relevant websites which are almost like your website. Do not buy this website. It should be from organic links, right? Links showcasing authority and links having social signs such as shares. More and more shares, right? Should be from there. So how can you make the content really good? Research content and write content that are relevant to the target audience, useful to target audience, easily understandable, fresh as much as, because the crawler will keep checking your website every few days. ऐसा नहीं है, it's not like it will check today and will not check for your website every few days. Can you update your website every few days? I would say, is it possible for you to change your website content every few days? Yes or no? You can change, right? Nofal, can anybody stop you from doing that? I'm going to say, if I have a website, I want to change my content. Can I do it? Can I do it without any challenge? Yes, right? Now, but let's say your content was very good, and now suddenly you have changed your content, right? And how will Google know that? Right? It will not know that. So you will don't have to inform Google every few days that I've changed my website. Anyways, they come and they check your website every few days. So if your content is fresh and new, trust me, it adds lot of value to overall page rank. So try to add a new content every few days, which should be good. Do not add something which is bad. Do not do something which is not really good for your website. Try to add fresh content which is good. Should not be copied. Like my blog, which I was showing you, everything is copied over there. That's why it is not showing anywhere. It's not showing in organic traffic, in paid traffic, nowhere. It should be engaging. It should give some reason for the user to come back. We call it engagement magnets. What's engagement magnets? You give a reason for the user to come back to your website. Why? People, you believe it or not, 95% of the people who come on your website for the first time do not come to buy. They come with an intention to do research, but the good thing is almost 70% of them buy either from you or your competitor. If you're able to keep them engaged with your right content, they will buy from you for sure. Not immediately, maybe after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, but they will definitely buy from you provided you give them content which is engaging and which keeps them in the flow, which helps them to come back, which helps them to relate to things. Next thing is, how do you write good SEO quality? You should use keywords in the key places. For example, headings. So how does this heading come? Let's say executive MBA in India. Leave page. You see this headline from ISB. How does it come over here? Right? Let me open this. Okay. View page source. You see this title ISB PG Pro. This is how it comes over here. Right? So this is how this headline comes over here. ISB PGP Pro based on this. Right? Make sense? So you should use keywords which are related to your product, your brand, and attract people. Use description and tags to help search engines understand the content. Always use language is simple for the search engine to understand of what your website is all about. Do not use superficial language. Do not use language like Sidhuism, which is very good to hear too, but difficult to understand. You have to go ahead with a dictionary in hand to understand what is my website talking all about. That should not be the case. It should not be a difficult thing where people are using dictionaries to understand your content. No, that will not work in the long run. Okay, let's go back more. Write SEO good content. It should be simple and it should also be, people should feel connected. Should include elements of being credible, like more than 4 lakh people trusting us, more than 40 plus customers in India use that. Something on those lines. It should connect emotionally with the people, should be entertaining or educational, should make people to take an action, should be remarkable and worth sharing or linking, and should be able to scan quickly. So nobody actually reads everything. Most of us, including me, we all skim, right? We don't really read everything. So it should be easily scannable. That's the one thing. So what is the importance of keyword? I told you, have a mix of both short generic keywords and long tail keywords. Yeah, page wise, Farid. Yes, absolutely. I just saw your chat. Sorry. Yeah. So first thing is, when you make keywords, as I showed you, have a mix of both short generic keywords and if possible, long tail specific keywords. What is long tail keywords? I was telling Shivani, very specific to my business and my knowledge, like uh, food delivery with sweets near Hyderabad Begumpet area. Right. So I'm being very specific. That's a long tail keyword. Think like a customer. See what are they searching for, right? Put variants of keywords because people may look at different type of keywords, headphones, headsets, earphones, so on and so forth. Use those kind of things to understand what works for you and what does not work for you. But use variations. I told you use keyword planner tool, use SEO Moz, SEO planner, keyword tool IO, right? So I will share this doc with you in which I put all the different tools. In fact, I share this entire doc with you on page optimization to check what's working, what's not working today itself. Okay. Long tail keywords, I have already explained this to you. Some tools which I have given you. The same thing I have copied in my doc also, right? So tags, titles, let's stop over here because this I would need some time to explain what is this tags and titles. Let's stop over here before I proceed further. But pretty clear on what is keyword research. So today's was mainly about keyword research and architecture. Tomorrow we'll do other things of SEO, like we'll not do, we'll just see. Doing will take at least 1 year. So SEO is not like 1 day job. I know people who are doing SEO from ages together. It takes at least 14 to 16 months to successfully complete a SEO campaign and come on the first page. I'm being very honest. So don't think you'll be able to do SEO overnight. It was so simple. Why would people pay? People are paying because SEO is taking too much time and effort and they're not able to see results. They're paying too much money for salary, all the stuff, but it's not really happening the way they are planning to. That's why people are moving to paid platforms. Cool, let's stop over here, people. But before I stop, any questions you have for me? How many of you are hungry? Maybe I'll get answers for this. No, nobody's hungry also. Okay. How many of you are thirsty? How many of you don't want to speak? Okay. Farid is hungry. Thank you, Farid. You are the most taken enough. Okay, okay, okay. Got it. Sorry, Nofal. I I think just too much of knowledge today, right? Cool, guys. No problem. So I think let's call it a day over here, and I will share this doc with your training coordinator, uh, and ask him to share with you the SEO doc. You can at least go through that before we meet. I think we meet again on Sunday, right? Cool. Then, if you have no more questions, then take care and have a great week, all of you, and a great weekend. Yeah. Cool, people. See you. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Sunday. Until we meet again. Bye for now. Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody.